Okay, motion been made and seconded to approve our agenda for tonight. Julie, could you do the roll call, please?
Oz,
Yes.
Oz. Can you hear?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm here.
Was that a yes? Or
Yes,
no?
it is.
Okay. Voss,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Clank,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay, we have an agenda. And our first item is the purchase agreement for land sales. And everybody should have received the purchase agreement today. Or was that yesterday that we got that?
Yesterday.
Okay, I'll get my days right. Any questions on that? Or Lonnie, do you want to walk us through it?
So we received the two bids and the board made the decision to go with or work with the city of Gibbon. The city of Gibbon had their attorney put the draft of a purchase agreement together. I shared that with our attorney who had some issues with, and I shouldn't say issues, really just asking for more clarification, a little more detailed agreement. I presented all those and they have agreed to them. So what you have in front of you has been agreed to by both parties. The purchase price is $50,200 for the 9.2 acres. The intent of the city of Gibbon is to address this at their next council meeting next Wednesday night. And then at that point, we would be looking at setting up a date for an actual closing, hopefully within 30 days of that.
Okay, any questions?
No, I think it looked good.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, is there a motion to approve our purchase agreement?
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase agreement.
I'll
second.
Okay, motion's been made and seconded to approve our purchase agreement. Julie, could you do a roll call vote for us, please?
Oz,
Yes.
Voss,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Clank,
Yes.
Keen,
Yes.
thank you.
Okay. Approved or passes. All right, let's see. Our next action item is a resolution relating to the school district operating levy. Is this, I suppose I have to read this, right, Lonnie?
Correct. And just before you read it, just so that we're clear with the public, what you'll hear in here is we currently have an operating levy that is at $302.30 per pupil unit on top of the 724 that is allowed to be approved by board. The resolution is asking a voter to revoke that and then turn around and approve an amount of $1,406.30, so an increase of $1,104 per pupil unit. So it's kind of complicated in the wording that we have to revoke what's currently in place and then authorize a new amount. And you saw in the resolution how Ehlers lays that out for you to see that by revoking, there's a decrease of this amount. The new amount that's being authorized would cost the taxpayer this, and the increase is then shown in the third column. But I just wanted to explain that.
Okay. Resolution relating to revoking and replacing general education revenue of the school district and calling a special election thereon. Be it resolved by the school board, the Board of Independent School District number 2365, Gibbon, Fairfax, Winthrop Public Schools, Renville and Sibley Counties, Minnesota, the school district as follows. It is hereby found.
Bill, can I stop you real quick?
Sure.
There is a cover page that it should be this should be introduced as a
Oh, the extract of minutes?
Yeah, just the part where it should be introduced and moved to adopted, and that probably would be you since you're reading it.
Okay, pursuant to due call and notice thereof, a special meeting of the School Board of Independent School District number 2365, Gibbon, Fairfax, Winthrop Public Schools, Renville and Sibley Counties, Minnesota, was held in said school district. It was duly held by teleconference or electronic means on Wednesday, May 27th, 2020, commencing at 6:30 p.m. The teleconference was held in accordance with Minnesota statute sections 13D.021. That's the part you're talking about, Lonnie?
Yep, and then you should,
Okay.
if you're
I,
in
Philip
favor of
Clank,
it.
following resolution moved its adoption. And then we go to, be it resolved by the school board, the board of Independent School District number 2365, Gibbon, Fairfax, Winthrop Public Schools, Renville and Sibley Counties, Minnesota, the school district as follows. It is hereby found, determined, declared that one, in addition to its board approved operating levy authorization of $724 per pupil, the district has a referendum revenue authorization of $302.30 per pupil, which is set to expire at the end of taxes payable year 2021. Two, the board finds, determines, and declares that it's necessary and expedient for the school district to revoke its current referendum revenue authorization and to replace it with a new authorization in the amount of $1,406.30 per pupil. First effective for taxes payable in 2021. The proposed new authorization would represent a net increase of $1,104 per pupil. The proposed referendum revenue authorization would be applicable for 10 years unless otherwise revoked or reduced as provided by law. 4, the Minnesota Commissioner of Education has approved a school district special election, which is hereby called and directed to be held on Tuesday, August 11th, 2020, the date of the statewide primary election, at which the question of revoking and replacing the referendum revenue authorization of the school district will be submitted to the qualified electors of the school district. 5, pursuant to Minnesota statute section 205A.11, the precincts and the polling places for the special election are those precincts or part of precincts located within the boundaries of the school district, which are designated for statewide general elections. The voting hours of those polling places shall be the hours between 7 a.m. and 8 p.m. 6, the school district's clerk, is hereby authorized and directed to perform the following duties. A, provide written notice of the special election to the county auditors of Renville and Sibley County at least 74 days before the date of the special election. B, provide written notice of the special election to the Commissioner of Education at least 74 days before the date of the special election. C, mail the notice of special election prepared in substantially the form attached as Exhibit A by first-class mail to every taxpayer in the school district at least 15 days, but no more than 30 days prior to the date of the special election. D, post the notice of special election at the administrator's offices of the school district for public inspection at least 10 days before the date of the special election. E, submit the notice of the special election to the Commissioner of Education at least 15 days prior to the date of the special election. And F, publish the notice of special election in the official newspaper of the school district once each week for at least 2 consecutive weeks, which the last publication being at least 1 week prior to the date of the special election. 7, the clerk is authorized and directed to acquire and distribute such election materials and to take such other actions as may be necessary for the proper conduct of the special election, and generally to cooperate with the election authorities conducting any other elections on that date. The clerk and members of the administration are authorized and directed to take such actions as may be necessary to coordinate this election with those other elections, including entering into agreements with the appropriate municipality and county officials, regarding preparation and distribution of ballots or ballot cards, election administration, and cost sharing. The clerk is further authorized and directed to cause a printed ballot for the questions to be prepared in accordance with the Minnesota statutes, section 205A.08, subdivision 4, for use at the special election, to cause a sample ballot to be posted in administrative offices of the school district for public inspection at least 4 days before the date of the special election, and to cause a sample ballot to be posted at each polling place on the date of the special election. The clerk is further authorized and directed to cooperate with the proper election officials to cause ballots or ballot cards to be prepared for use at its said election. The ballot should be in substantially the form attached as Exhibit B. 9, if the school district will be contracting to print the ballots for the special election, the clerk is hereby authorized and directed to prepare instructions to the printer for the layout of the ballot. Before a contract in excess of $1,000 is awarded for printing ballots, the printer shall furnish, in accordance with Minnesota statute section 204D.04, a sufficient bond, letter of credit, or certified check acceptable to the clerk in the amount not less than $1,000, conditioned on printing the ballots in conformity with the Minnesota election law and the instructions delivered. The clerk shall set the amount of the bond, letter of credit, or certified check in an amount equal to the value of the purchase. 10, the individuals designated as judges for the last state general election shall act as election judges for the special election at the various polling places and shall conduct such or said election in the manner prescribed by law. The election judges shall act as clerks of the election, count the ballots cast, and submit the results to the school board for canvass in the manner provided for other school district elections. 11, the special election shall be held and the returns made and canvassed in the manner prescribed by law, and the board shall meet between August 14th and August 21st, 2020, on a date between the 3rd and 10th day after the election, for the purpose of canvassing the results thereof. The motion for the adoption of the foregoing resolution was duly seconded by, is there a second out there? Do I have a second for this resolution?
I'll second it.
Okay, that was Becky, it sounded like. And upon the vote being taken thereof, the following voted in favor of. So at this point in time, if there's no further discussion on the resolution, I'll call for a vote. Is there any further discussion? Hearing no discussion, Julie, would you call a roll call vote, please?
Haas,
Yes.
Voss,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Clink,
Yes.
Keen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, that passes. We have a resolution. Okay, and that takes us to 4, the adjournment.
I'll make
Anybody
a
else?
motion to adjourn.
Okay, there's a motion made to adjourn. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion made and seconded to adjourn the meeting. Julie, could you do a roll call vote again, please?
Haas,
Yes.
Voss,
Yes.
Lee,
Yes.
Clink,
Yes.
Keen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, everyone. We're adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for coming to our Zoom meeting. Lonnie, if you're saying something, we can't hear you. You have to
There, I'll
unmute.
unmute myself. Before I let everybody go, Phil, we need you to stop in, if at all possible, for a signature on the purchase agreement. And Marissa, I don't know if you were able to meet Julie to sign the resolution on the operating levy. I hate to put a squeeze on that, but we have to have that the counties and the commissioner by Friday. So if tomorrow morning would work for you,
Yep, that works.
intermediate school,
Yeah.
What time?
I'll let you guys talk.
Okay. Anytime, whatever works for you, Julie.
Would 7:30 work or 7:15?
Either. Yep, both work.
How about 7:15?
All right. I'll be there.
And then
I
Phil,
don't
if you
know.
can Phil, if you can stop in the office and sign the purchase agreement tomorrow, I would like to get that to the city of Gibbon.
Don't the buyers typically sign it first?
Hmm?
Don't the buyers typically sign the purchase agreement first?
They can, but I would just as soon keep it moving. I think they're fine with us signing already. If you would
Okay.
rather wait, we can wait.
Well, I can give you a call on that to figure out a time that works for me. I'll call you after the meeting's over here,
All right.
after everything's done.
Sounds good.
Phil, a reminder of collection.
Oh, yes, everybody who has not turned in their superintendent candidate information needs to take that into Julie in the office. All your notes and everything is supposed to go together. Okay?
Thought Julie was picking that up.
That was not on my agenda. Sorry.
Didn't deliver it either, so.
Okay, that was just a reminder for everybody. All right,
Okay,
Thank you.
we
All
have been
right.
adjourned. Everybody, we'll talk to you another time.
all right, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.